back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So the family is going to India tomorrow morning, and it will be a Le Boyle or Le Leon. Leon. To be honest, I thought that was going to work out a little bit better. Leon? Oh my God. So, yeah, I've got like a 2-week stretch here without the family, but work's going to pick up a little bit. I'm going to be back to the 12-hour days, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to India. I'm ready to get my time back. These last 2 days have just been a reminder of how much I just like owning my own time. Like, I don't have to worry about being in bed by like a certain time because I don't have to wake up at a certain time. I have been getting up early, taking the kids to school, going to the gym, chilling out, reading some stuff. Like, it's just been great. So I just need to push through the next 2 weeks. It's not even 2 weeks. Like, tomorrow I'm dropping everyone at the airport. So that's at like 7:30, and then I got to go out to work. So I'll get there like 8:39 or something. Do some work, stretch it out, come home, do the same thing Thursday. Then I don't know what's happening Friday. And then really from there, it's 2 weeks. But I really need to get some work because over the last 2 days, I spent like $1,000 on fucking entertainment for the kids for the flight. Fucking entertainment for these cheap ass flights. I suppose it still worked out okay, but we had to buy 2 new iPads because the way we usually operate on these cheap flights, and every flight we catch is cheap. Well, like, it's a budget flight. It's not exactly cheap, but it's cheaper than the other flights in that bracket, if you know what I mean. Like, if you were to get a flight with inbuilt fucking TV screens in the back of the seat, then it still would have cost an extra $500 a ticket. That's what I'm trying to say. So this budget fucking flight has nothing. And the way we usually set this up is my son has one of the iPads because there's no way you can do it with 2 kids just staring at the back of an old seat. They just go mental and they're just fucking running around. They never shut up. You don't get a second break. So this is the one time where I'm like, all right, you get the iPad, shut the fuck up, do whatever you want. Lobotomize yourself on the iPad. I don't give a shit just for this flight, just for every flight. So usually I've got this old iPad that my wife bought me for my 30th. So it's 10 years old. And I usually take my computer and my daughter can watch that. So my son plays on the iPad. My daughter watches some bullshit on the computer. And I read a book and my wife just sleeps. So we went to do that and we realized that I'm not going, so I can't use my computer. My wife's computer needs to be plugged in the whole time. Then I went to the iPad to try and download some shit, and it's so old. It's so fucking old now. It won't update to the new operating system. So it's just useless. It's a useless piece of shit now. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go buy an iPad. It's a Black Friday special, $486 for an iPad. I'm like, that's not too bad. So I go get it. Then on top of that, you need a cover. And I'm like, all right, there's another expense. And then you realize there's no headphone jack for the fucking iPad. So you got to have Bluetooth headphones for the kids. So there's another fucking expense. And we set up one of the iPads and we're like, all right, what's my daughter going to do then? And I was like, we'll get a fucking battery bank and she can jump on the computer or do whatever. Then we're like, fuck it, we'll just buy another iPad. That just ended up being the cheapest option. So we bought another iPad, which needed another cover. And then in the end, we had to buy a fucking power bank as well for that. So Ended up costing like around about the $1,100 just for in-flight entertainment for the kids. But now we've got that sorted, it's going to save heaps of money on future cheap flights. So we could have got a more expensive flight and got the in-flight entertainment, but then we wouldn't have free iPads. They're basically free iPads. We chose not to get the in-flight entertainment. We decided to get free iPads. That's the way I look at it anyway. So they're gone tomorrow, and it's good to have those 2 weeks just by myself, just in the house, because it just changes my whole day when they're not there. Usually I wait for the kids to fall asleep before I do anything I want to do, because like, what's the point of even having a family if you're just going to work all day, then come home, do the podcast while they're awake, and then see them for like 5 minutes before they go to bed. So when I get home from work, I spend time with the kids and family. Like, I'm not fully engaged, but like, I'm there. I'm lurking around. As long as I'm lurking around, that's enough. I'm not absent. So it just changes your whole day. Now I get home, I can chill on the couch for like 4 hours. Then if I want to, I can go out for dinner by myself, can go to the gym late at night, can go to jits after work. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be better, but it's going to be like relaxing. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, fucking, that'll do it for tonight. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you the fuck later.